Got to start that over.
That's a good dry run.
Hey, that was a dry run.
Well, now we're live.
Should I just do the intro again, or just I don't know?
Hey, we're here. What's up, everyone?
It's been. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Gary Horne.
What's up, beautiful people?
I already started the whole thing. I said the beautiful people line. I did all of that stuff, and so thank you guys for being here. And like I was telling these guys, I'm in my party tank top because we're having a party. It's the first ever episode of Power Outage because there was no power. And so thank you for being here, even though there was no power. I see all of you in the chat. Fiona, I see you. Chris, front row. Mickie James, I see you in the chat. I don't know who that is. Tony LaRusso, all of you. It's so good to see every single one of you. Thank you so much for showing up here.
Did you say Tony LaRusso? Hey, yeah, strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
That was wait, was that not like Daniel LaRusso?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Either one.
Off to a bad start. Anyway, hey, it's your favorite show, your favorite post show about wrestling with three white bearded guys with opinions. So thanks for being here for that. And we've got some special guests today. So this is going to be fun because we know you're upset. You didn't get your NWA Powerrr. So we want to bring on some people we think will make you feel better. We made some phone calls. So if they're ready and you're ready, we want to just welcome in two people that are way cooler than us. And they are Allysin K and Marti Bell.
Hello NWA fam. It has been a while.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my God, we got them right in here, right off. This is perfect because this is the only thing that's going to soothe the savage souls of these NWA fans. And I did that on purpose. So
I thought so.
Oh my God. Anyway, so thank you so much for being here, ladies. And this is a special occasion. We haven't seen you guys in a while. The NWA fam has missed you both. We've seen a lot of talk about the Burke within Powerrr, and here's the first person who ever held the Burke, well, besides Mildred Burke, the title designed after, that we named after it, that's caught on, that the NWA officially calls the Burke. And I think it came from you, Allysin. I think originally you talked about Mildred Burke at a press conference.
I requested that design for that championship, yes.
That's awesome. So you were the person who initially requested it? And
yes. I'm just happy they listened. It doesn't always work that easily.
That's awesome. And Marti Bell, one half of one of the greatest interviews that ever occurred, and that was with me and you. So it's good to see you.
It's good to be back. It's been a very, very long time since either myself or Allysin have been on anything NWA related. So we are both very, very excited to be here and excited over the next few weeks.
Yeah, this is a big time, especially in women's wrestling. You guys have been doing some stuff on your own over in like Ring of Honor, right? And doing stuff over there. So that's pretty cool. So I was just curious. I mean, you guys agreed pretty easily to just jump on here with us. And you guys have been doing a tag team off on your own too, right? So like what's going through your heads? What are you up to?
Yeah, we started tagging. Marti and I started tagging in 2020. It seemed fitting. We've been best friends for years. It's been going swimmingly. And I mean, we're tag champions in our own rights. Not together yet, but that's actually what brings us here.
Really?
So both of us being former tag team champions, it's only fitting that we put our names into the hat to become the first. Allysin already has that title of having been the first holder of the Burke in this current generation of the NWA. So why not put our names into the hat? Because we know that we have what it takes to become the first women's tag team champions of this new NWA generation as well.
That's weird. I see Chris Johnson in the chat. He's saying Allysin K is a game changer. How many prayers do we have to send up to get these two to show up to Empower? And it turns out, Chris, I actually know the answer to that, and it's just one prayer. All we have to do is enter one prayer, and I think I can do it right now. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if this works.
Also, just to add a little fun fact for you all. I don't know if you know this or not, but one of the first holder of the NWA Women's Tag titles was Mae Young, along with her partner
Mae
Ella.
Young? Oh.
Marti Bell and I were both in the Mae Young Classic. I feel like it just feels fitting,
Sorry, I called you, and then Allysin K started telling history.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to fill the dead air, Let's bond a little bit with the audience.
No. Hey, so I have Mickie James on the phone right now. Hello, Mickie.
Hello.
I saw you in the chat. So did you realize that Allysin Kay and Marti Belle are in our post show right now?
Well, I'm seeing the chat light up, and I saw what they said, but then you called me, so I was like, if you see my little faces here, I have eyeballs, big eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Mickie.
You know, I'm a fan of both of these ladies. I love them both. I thought Allysin Kay was a hell of a champion, and I know that they're best friends. So I'm excited to see them there. But they're throwing their hat in for this tag team tournament.
Also, side note, I'd just like to point out that your husband's in the chat too, by the way, and asking how many prayers to send up to get me to not wear this tank top, and that's very offensive to me and it's body shaming. And I know I'm the most unflattering looking person in a tank top ever, but you can tell him to calm down. Anyway,
It's not nice, babe.
yeah. So listen, the important stuff here is that Allysin Kay, former NWA Women's Champion, Marti Belle, one of the OG hashtag NWA fam from this new era of NWA. They want to enter the tag team tournament as their team. They're known as the Hex. I've seen it. I've seen it all around.
With a T?
Yeah.
You've seen it with a T.
They're out there. They're online.
Yeah, they are out there. And I was worried, and I'll say this, like I was a little bit worried because I knew that they were in the Ring of Honor tournament, and I didn't want to overwhelm them or take away from their focus from that. But you know what? They're NWA originals, and they're always going to be family. And if they won in this tag tournament, they're absolutely in. No doubt about it.
That's official then.
Yeah.
So that's a
All
yes.
Yeah. Write it down.
See, sometimes all you gotta do is ask. The worst they can do is say no, but the best is yes, and we're in.
Marty, look to your left.
Down with a Sharpie.
Everybody's writing it down, and
Wait, I gotta
Marti
look
Belle
this
just
way.
they're pointing at each other. They're very excited.
You gotta go left. I gotta go right. See, yeah, we're in sync.
they're-
We're great tag team. We're already ready.
Very, very excited to have them in this tournament. I do want to find the best women's tag team champions of all time.
Oh, you found them.
You already found them? You got them?
Yeah, we got them right here.
Orchestrate this? Wait a minute. Are you a worker, Gary?
No, I'm just saying I'm a big fan of these two. So you could just give them the belts if you wanted.
Oh no! We are earning those. We are going to earn those.
They don't want you to
Hold
give
up
it
to
to
the
them
mic. I
either.
wanna
They
hear
want
what
to earn
Mickie's
it.
Absolutely. I knew they would. I love it. Well, they look fabulous, I have to say.
I heard that. I heard
Yeah.
that.
They're down with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Thank
Mickie.
you so much, Mickie. We are so excited.
Thank
We
you,
will not let
Mickie.
you down.
Well,
Wait, say that again, Mickie. I'm sorry.
whose birthday is it?
Whose birthday is it? Marty's was yesterday.
It was mine a few days ago.
Yesterday?
The 7th on Saturday.
Oh, it's on Saturday. Yeah.
This is your belated birthday gift.
So
And I
happy
just love
birthday,
it.
Marti Belle. You're coming to Empower.
We'll see you guys in St. Louis.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited.
This is exciting and weirdly awkward with you on speakerphone, but we made it through it. So
Can you hear me? Can the people hear me? Or is it just you talking to me?
can you guys hear her?
A
I
little
can
bit.
hear her. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they can hear you.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Okay.
My whole life for the past month has been trying to impress Mickie James, and I feel like every day it's a struggle. Like
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'll send you some of my fresh tomatoes out of the garden, and that will show how much I love you. Plus, I need to unload some of these tomatoes, if you don't mind.
All right,
Bring
perfect.
him to St. Louis. Bring him to St. Louis.
Bring them to St. Louis, says Marti Belle.
Okay, done.
All right. Well, thank you, Mickie, for your time.
So exciting. I'm so excited. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So that's it. You guys are in.
That
You're the
works.
first official. You're the first official team.
Look at that.
I was about to ask who are we facing. We don't even know yet.
We don't even.
It
But
doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
even
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
We got this.
There's
Marty.
been
I'm so
no
excited.
official announcement yet. So you guys are the first. And we had no idea, because if we did, we wouldn't have, we would have like worked on something fancy like this graphic here showing you guys. So this is all
Your
spur of the
graphic
moment.
team is quick. Wow.
Yeah, they're on it. So like literally this just happened. This was just made.
Wow.
So there it is. It's official. Write it down, kids. Marti Belle and Allysin Kay are coming to St. Louis, wrestling at the Chase. And they're going to be taking on, I think there's like 3 other teams officially. So somewhere in there, you're in the mix now. And I hope that we see you with the brand new old NWA Women's Tag Team Championship.
We're going to make that happen.
I believe it.
We gotta address the elephant in the room here, though, guys. And first of all, I'm thrilled to hear this announcement, but I mean no disrespect to either of you. I mean, Allysin, you're the first holder of the Burke. Marti Belle, you're probably the greatest Dominican wrestler since Jack Veneno. However, I seem to recall a lot of tension between you two, involving a certain woman who's still very much a part of the NWA, Melina. And I want to know, I mean, is that all water under the bridge? Are we just going to forget about that? Is that going to play a factor in this new endeavor that you guys have of becoming the first NWA World Tag Team Champions?
That's a great question. And, you know, obviously the last time that you saw myself or Allysin Kay on NWA Powerrr, things weren't the best. We were kind of working through some issues within our friendship. But, you know, we're living through a pandemic. We lived and survived a pandemic. And when you are literally faced with what feels like your own mortality, you start to see what really matters in your life. And the little things just don't matter anymore. You can't put a friendship of over 10 years on the back burner because of some comments that, and I will say here myself, Allysin, I feel like I never apologized for this, but you were looking out for me. You were trying to push me to be the best version of me. And everybody knows that I'm very sensitive, and I took those issues to heart. And we've talked about it. We've worked through it, and literally all water under the bridge.
Absolutely. It really was one of those situations that was like, oh man, we're in the middle of this pandemic. We don't know what's going to happen. This is like early 2020. And we're like, you know, maybe I should apologize to some people. Maybe I should reach out to some people. It was exactly one of those things where it's like this little feud or whatever just isn't worth it. It's not worth ruining this friendship.
I like this. This is
that satisfies me.
Wholesome.
Yeah, it's wholesome and it brings people together. It makes people all warm inside, especially in times like these. This is exactly what people need, is you two coming back together, your friendship taking you straight to the top, and the NWA Women's Tag Team Championship. I love it. I'm going to write an article or something really stirring about that.
We are here to make history. If we're going to be coming back to NWA, why not come back together? Why not come back and, you know, I'm looking to make history, becoming the first ever Dominican wrestler that the NWA recognizes. And why not do it with my best friend? Why not make history with my best friend? It's literally a no-brainer. And I'm just glad that Mickie is giving us that, you know, that ticket. And we've punched our ticket in, and there's no stopping us now.
You just gave me chills when you said that, Marti, and man, gosh, this house is rooting for you right here.
We by the way, just side note, since we're on the inside of the NWA now too, Marti, I promise I have brought up Jack Veneno multiple times, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
We're trying to politic to get some recognition there. Of course, we're not the decision makers, but we think you got an argument there.
No.
Yep. All right. Well, we won't hold you guys up. I know, Marti, you have a drive to go on, and Allysin, you've got plenty of other things going on. You're sassy constantly on Instagram and Twitter, so I know you got to get back to that. So
takes a toll, you know. It gets a lot of energy to all that sass.
I just wanted to say, by the way, I was a huge fan of your Stone Cold, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
the one that got taken down from Instagram.
Yeah, I was very disappointed to see that. I thought it was fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, you ladies have a good rest of your evening, and thank you so much.
I want to mention one thing. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Not to you know, take hold of your show or whatever, but I am streaming on Twitch tonight, and it's for a really good cause. So can I talk about that real quick?
Absolutely, please do. If I were a better host, I would have asked about it.
So I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/theAllysinK. Right now we're raising money for a RAIN program for pro wrestling. It's going to make pro wrestling a safer space for everyone. Tara Calloway got it started, but she needs a nice little chunk of change in order to get it going. So I have bit goals and donation goals. My bit goals are cosplay goals. That's what Gary's talking about when I did a Stone Cold cosplay recently. My current bit goal is for a Bull Nakano cosplay. We're already over 60% of the way there. And I also have a donation goal. I think we're almost 50% of the way there for a hot tub stream. We call it Hot Girl Twitch, in which case I'll be flying Marti Belle out to Detroit. We'll be streaming in a hot tub. It's not really a hot tub, but we're in bikinis. That's all that matters. So it's all the proceeds for the donation goal and the bit goals on my Twitch are going directly to this RAIN program. And it's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming live. And we'll be swiping on dating apps tonight, by the way. And chat gets to choose if I swipe right or left. So it's a fun time.
It's a very, very fun time.
That is awesome. Our last
cool.
bikini goals didn't work, but I hope better for the both of you. So.
Yeah, we tried the whole the swimsuit calendar thing, the bearded trio swimsuit calendar. That didn't work either.
No, we lost money.
But
just keep pushing. Yeah. I believe in you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So at Marti.Bell, is that right? Is that for you? Like everywhere?
That's my Instagram, Marti.Bell.
And at
so your Twitch is without the dot, right?
Yes,
I mean your not Twitch. Twitter.
And Twitter, yeah. I mean, I am on Twitch, but I literally only go on Twitch to watch her stream, so I don't stream.
Well, we'll get there. It could happen eventually.
And yes, both of mine are at Sienna, my Instagram and Twitter, because they won't let me change it right now. We don't want to talk about it.
We're still going to work on it. Everybody write to Instagram in favor of Allysin K getting her name back. All right.
This is bigger. Ladies. This is bigger than the conservatorship thing, man. We got to get that Instagram for Allysin K. Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Look forward to seeing you at the Great Man.
Yeah, we'll be there in St. Louis. All right. Thanks.
Dang, dog.
Those ladies.
What? Did we just talk to Marti Belle and Allysin K?
We sure did. Allysin K and
she
Marti
did Pinkies
Belle
Up, man. I've wanted to do Pinkies Up for a long time, and I've totally forgotten she did it at the end, man. I'm a freaking idiot.
Well,
there's always next time.
If you're watching Allysin, Pinkies Up. Pinkies Up. I love you.
I'm glad she was already gone before you started doing this, so it wasn't as weird. All right.
That has nothing to do with the fact that this is weird. No.
As you can see, I'm drinking a Busch Light tonight because it's party time. It's Power Outage. And our sponsor, Busch Light, well, the sponsor of the NWA Powerrr and NWA 73, if you want to show some support, you go, this is what it does to you. You go on Twitter and you show your cans of Busch Light. You tag the NWA and Busch Beer. It's at Busch Beer, spelled just like that. And show them how much it means to you that they're sponsoring the NWA this time around. So it's going to be
Gary's
fun.
Been drinking Busch Light since 4 p.m. today, so we're in for a treat.
That is a generous time to have given me, Will. Thank you so much. It makes me seem way less inebriated than I am. No, I'm just kidding. I really haven't. I started drinking Busch Light when Powerrr didn't come on.
Well, it's going to work out, though. Look, man, it's working out for everybody. I think, yeah, we're bummed out, but look, we got an extra episode on Friday on YouTube. We've got this tonight, and then presumably we have Powerrr tomorrow and another episode of Bearded Trio Powerrr post show. So we're getting it's working out to have a bunch of extra content this week for us.
And you get me in a tank top just to celebrate because I'm here having a good time.
It's worth it all right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I have been officially informed. I can announce from a producer. That producer actually is Mr. William Patrick Corgan, and he doesn't really talk directly to me. He just sends me things to say. And he said, we had technical difficulties this evening, and Powerrr will air at 6:05 tomorrow. So it's official. That is what's happening. So everything's getting worked out. So tomorrow, 6:05, we'll get to hang out and see the finals of the Champions Series. That's going to be
excited.
Exciting. You know what would be more exciting? Go ahead.
Almost didn't watch on purpose. So it's like neither here nor there for me. except I knew that strictly
good.
business was going to be on. So that might be a reason that conveniently Conspiracy Corgan moved this to church night to take half of our viewing audience out of the equation. So, there's always something going on there. But anyway, I'm not going to filibuster about that.
I can't listen. I'm very Irish skin tone. This is what it does. It's just like white and then red. That's what happens to me. So, but I'll try before St. Louis. I'll try to have a tan. Hey, you know what would be better than a bearded trio? I'm gonna tell you.
Anything? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
2,000 days.
2,000 days. All of those. Okay,
Marty Bell and Allysin K are back.
I was gonna say
the hot tub Twitch stream. Actually, anything would be better.
We could do this post show in a hot tub if that's what you want to do.
I could be in a hot tub right now. You don't know.
All right. Well, this is not going how I wanted it to, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring Sal Rinauro in right now.
Oh,
Sal Rinauro's here, everybody.
Was the answer 3 tacos? Because that's the only thing I could think that would be better than the bearded trio.
I was going to say a bearded 4-0 or whatever.
Quattro. A bearded quattro.
A bearded quattro.
Let me ask you this, Sal. So you said 3 tacos. Recently, we've been on a big kick. My daughter Piper, now you know Piper.
Yes.
We have been into we've always gotten the Doritos Locos Tacos, and Taco Bell's not a sponsor, but we've recently really gotten into the beef soft tacos. Like, what's your favorite taco? What 3 tacos would it take to overtake the prestige of the bearded trio?
I love a good I like the random hole in the wall. Like, there's a place 20 minutes from me. It's Ricky's Taco Shop. Ricky's just a dude that makes tacos. That's what he does. He's my favorite human being on the planet. I show up, we converse about life, and he gives me tacos. He's literally the most fulfilling relationship I've ever had.
It sounds delicious, actually. Ricky's that sounds like we love hole in the wall. Whenever we travel, we try to avoid chain and restaurants. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but we like to hit the local establishments, and that sounds delicious.
The best part about Ricky is I'm his test dummy. So he goes fishing every weekend, and then brings whatever he catches, he cooks. So just a couple weeks ago, Ricky hit me up and he was like, "Hey, you coming by this week?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You ever had a shark taco?" I said, "No, Ricky. I can honestly say I've never had a shark taco." He goes, "You want to try one?" Of course I want to try a shark taco.
How could you not?
A little chewy, but fantastic.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, Sal.
Before we get started.
What are we doing right now? We're live.
You didn't just come here to talk about shark tacos, did you?
No, I know. Shockingly, I didn't just come to sell Ricky's tacos. Gary, I gotta know.
Yeah.
Where did you get such an inspiration, such a gem of an idea to call this power outage?
Where did that come from?
Where could such a brilliant piece of business?
Well, I mean, I gotta say, I can tell you the answer to that, but I don't know whether or not this is gonna go over well with the higher ups. So we just named it this. So
let's not do that. No.
But
change your plans.
If we're just putting it out into the universe, it was because Sal texted me and said, "Are we still gonna do this power outage?" and so that's where the name came from. So here we are.
In close parentheses said, "I'm clever." So
yeah,
I cover all my bases.
And then I said,
"Man, you're the most underrated intellect in the NWA right now, man. Every time I talk to you, my mind is blown."
I have a gem of an idea that just vomits out of my mouth. I mean, granted, most of the time it's just vomit, but every once in a while there's something really good to hold on.
Well, like for example, like your blue NWA ring attire, like you dreamed that up.
Yeah.
That takes a special level brilliance.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
brilliance might be. I'm not trying to go over the top here, Sal. I mean, we still have
We got him back
issues to talk about later, but it's pretty clever. I'll give you that.
And I won't give any spoilers, but I've got 2 sets of gear coming for St. Louis that there's one set that I am beyond excited about. Me and my gear maker got together, and I had a vision, and as you'll see, here's a little cliffhanger for you guys. As you see in just a little while, every once in a while, I have these visions in my brain that I don't know how to translate into other people's eyes. And and my gear maker is one of those guys that can take what's in my brain and present it. And I've got a set of gear coming for St. Louis for the 73rd anniversary that I'm really, really excited to break out. I think at first glance, you won't understand, but once you understand, you're going to think, wow, that's something special. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be, I can't wait. I can't wait to share this gear.
I'm excited. I'm trying to think of what would Sal Rinauro think of?
Don't even try, Gary. Don't even try. Don't even try.
Sal's always 3 steps ahead.
They just came out with 5G, right? I guarantee you Sal's already at the chalkboard thinking, you know what? 6G.
I'll carry the
6G.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, I know, right?
I like this.
Boom, mind blown.
Sal, you look like you're ready to go. Now, we were supposed to see you fight tonight, and but we unfortunately are going to have to wait till tomorrow to see your match with Colby Carino. We wish you the best in that.
One more day, but I can promise you this, the wait is well worth it. And I tweeted this earlier. It's very on brand for me to completely be a day late for the main event. Anybody that knows me, especially my riding buddies, the wrestling shows, there's 2 different times. There's the human time that we all function on, and then there's Sal time, which is about 30 minutes late. So anytime we have to meet, say we're meeting at the store to head on the road at 3:00, they tell me 2:30. So it's very on brand for me. I apologize to everybody that was expecting Power tonight. You put Sal Rinauro in the main event, things will happen. I'm sorry.
And that's okay. And you're representing Team Kamille and Team Idol. Also there, Tom Ladner. You're basically representing Strictly Business. So I'm pulling for you, my man. Please pull this out. This is the only way, the last chance we have to stop this ridiculous conspiracy that has been concocted by President William Patrick Corgan against Strictly Business and the real world's champion, Nick Aldis.
Well,
so I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, it's a real funny situation I found myself in. I definitely think Trevor Murdoch deserves a shot at the NWA's World Heavyweight Championship one more time. You call me crazy. I'm a guy that likes to see a finish in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, or a submission or whatever. And we didn't get that at When Our Shadows Fall. So I definitely like to see Trevor Murdoch get one more shot. That being said, I would say I hate Colby Carino, but that would be embarrassing and slanderous of the word hate. The game plan, I'll go ahead and put it out there. I'll let Colby Carino know what's coming. The game plan is to hit quick and hit hard, real fast. I got a couple hands that I'm ready to throw, and I've been studying some Nolan Ryan, who could throw a quick hand. So that's sorry, Trevor Murdoch, big fan. Things are not going to go in your favor. Had I been picked by Trevor Murdoch, maybe this would all be avoidable. What am I to say? I was drafted by Kamille. I have to defend Kamille. I have to defend my team, and more importantly, I have to punch Colby Carino in his little mouth.
It's so
I
weird.
hear. I know. I understand. You got to be reserved.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Usually Sal's so laid back, so it's very rare that we get to see somebody who really gets under his skin like Colby has managed to do.
And it's, we all know the story of the NWA World Television title. I mean, the legacy of the NWA World Television title. And I mean, fair and square in the middle, just like I discussed earlier, 1, 2, 3, I became #1 contender. Surreal moment for me. I was the #1 contender to the World Television title. And Colby Corino, who I thought, I mean, like I said, when he showed up, I was such a big fan of his dad. I mean, like, I've had a great repartee with Steve for years. I was on shows where Steve was defending the NWA World Heavyweight title, for Colby to take me out to hurt me right before my shot at the title, and then putting me in a situation where I wasn't 100% going into that match, not saying it was guaranteed that I could win. I mean, the Pope's for a reason. Pope is the man. Pope Daddy's the real deal. And but costing me the opportunity to know whether or not I could have done it if I were healthy. That's a deep cut, and it really, really takes a lot to get on my. Life's too short to be angry. Life's too short not to have fun. Colby Corino's. I'm just gonna have to make his life short. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. So, well, that's a dark path to go down to, and we're wanting to hang out with our pal here on Power Outage. So,
let's clean that away. No more talk about old Double C. Let's talk about fun. Let's talk about the beauty that is the NWA. Let's talk about the fact that we're going to freaking wrestle in the Chase.
That's exciting.
What? I just spoke about this recently. In the history of mankind, in the history of the whole entire world, 12 human beings have stepped foot on the moon. The Chase is the moon to me. That's not something that I ever, even in my wildest dream, could have imagined. The last time they held a wrestling show was 1991? It's been such an impossibility, such an implausibility. And when Billy Corgan announced, like, hey guys, we're not going to be back in Atlanta for the next set of tapings because we're going to St. Louis, I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. Then it was, and we're going to be at the Chase. And I got goosebumps right now. I mean, it's the Chase. I mean, like, this is the place that I've read about. This is the place of lore. This is like going to the fighting with the gladiators in the Roman Colosseum. Like, this is so unbelievably epic. That, we're wrestling at the Chase. Like, wow, I can't, and I'm on the list. Like, I'm on the list to wrestle in the same building as Dusty and Harley and Ric Flair and the Bruiser and the Crusher and Bob Backlund and Ted DiBiase. And oh my God, how exciting.
I was going to mention Bruiser Brody, who you somewhat resemble.
Yes. The list is immeasurable, and at the very teensy tiny bottom of that list, it will say Sal Rinauro. Like,
you're too humble, Sal. You're too humble.
Yeah.
You are NWA fan, man. You're one of the most beloved names in the game, and right now, I mean, I know we're not going to go back to CC, but right now, what you and Colby Corino have done the last few weeks has really gotten the entire NWA universe on their heads talking. You're by no means the smallest name on the roster. That would belong to Jericho Fargo, the third cousin of fabulous Jackie Fargo. So
that guy Jackie and brought him milk once. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my children are so tired of hearing me say the Chase, and it's such a surreal just thought. Like I said, like, this isn't even something that's been in my brain because I didn't think it was a possibility. Like as a child, I thought, hey, maybe one day I could wrestle as at the Garden because the Garden hosted wrestling. Like this is like going to the Sportatorium. This is, you know, like this is a monumentally historic wrestling venue that hasn't been one in 30 years. And now all of a sudden, I'm Neil Armstrong. I'm walking on the moon, Daddy. Oh, man, I cannot wait.
Whoops, sorry, I muted myself. What I love the most is that your excitement bleeds over into all areas of your life. You're so excited about the chase.
Absolutely.
And Sal and I had a conversation where, like, right after this was announced, and he's like, it's the chase. It's St. Louis. What's the first thing you think of when you think of St. Louis? And I said, the Cardinals. And he said, no. What's the next thing you think of? And I said, the Arch in St. Louis? And he said, no. Come on, keep going. And I don't know how many we got through before we finally got to him saying, just shut up. It's Nelly. it's you think of Nelly. And the famous rapper, that's who you think of when you think of the Lou. You think of that guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, Sal, you've been hard at work prepping for NWA 73 and Empower and being in the Lou. And you've really been putting in some work, some self-promotion work here.
Yeah, like we discussed, after the initial just complete brain melting situation where Billy said we're going to wrestle at the Chase, and you know, once my bodily functions became somewhat normal again, I said, man, the Chase, I'm going to St. Louis. I hope Nelly's there. And then I mentioned this to a couple buddies of mine who got a chuckle of it. And I said, man, I wonder what it would take to get Nelly there, blah, 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 blah. And I said, man, I should just remix Country Grammar. And they go, yeah, you should. And I was like, oh, no. And they go, no, I actually think this is a good idea, Sal. No, it's not a good idea. And then they reverse psychologied me. And, well, I mean, yeah, you're right, Sal. You couldn't do it anyways. What do you mean I couldn't do it? I mean, you can't remix Country Grammar. Well, yes, I can. I can super remix Country Grammar. And so I went to the studio, like all the cool kids do. And I remixed country. It's a little jingle I like to call Country Slammer, because again, super by. And it's one of those things where all the stars align. Where I had an idea, and much like I was talking about my gear maker earlier, I had an idea, I had a vision in my brain, and I didn't know how to present it to the world. Just so happens, I was scrolling the social medias and someone local had posted, hey, I'm a video editor, looking for work. If you're interested, hit me up. So I said, why not? So I hit this person up and I said, hey, and here's a total on brand story for Sal Rinauro. Just a little side. Hey, I'm interested. This is my idea. This person has a funny name. It's 2021 though. So I don't know, maybe it's foreign. I don't know. The only communication I have with this person is the tiny little Facebook picture in the messenger. Like any normal human being would probably click on the profile to see who this human being is. Not Sal Rinauro. That's way too much work. So this little tiny less than a dime sized picture appears to be a mustachioed gentleman. Well, if there's anything you know about Sal Rinauro, it's I trust me a mustachioed gentleman. So whatever you say is the gospel. So we're talking about, this is my idea. This is what I have. Here's a sample. And, this gentleman replies, perfect. I'd like to meet you here. Can you get this? Yes, I can. So fast forward to the date I meet this man, and I'm getting myself composed, and in walks about a 5'8" 4 short little, not little, but young lady. She goes, "Hey, I'm Michaela. Hey, I'm Sal. Need a picture? What are we doing here?" "Oh no, I'm here to do the video. I'm the person you've been talking to." "Oh yeah, I know, of course." She did an amazing job. Of course, I get home, and when I click on the little tiny freckle of a picture, it's this nice young lady laying upon the mustachioed gentleman's chest. Totally camouflaged. But nonetheless, her name's Michaela. She's amazing, and she, much like my gear maker, took this vision I had in my brain and just did something I'm super, super proud of.
Well, Sal, we've described it in detail, and Mickie James is in the chat, and she is antsy to know what you're talking about.
Sal's super surprised is going to be revealed. Who's in?
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to do this, and hopefully, YouTube doesn't shut us down. I don't think they will. This is well, fingers crossed. Here is the premiere. You guys wanted it. Here it is. Here's the premiere of Sal's music video, Country Slammer.
Your pal, not going down, baby. It's the anniversary, 73 years, only on Fight TV. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa, what? Don't forget and pal. Get the dub, show some love. It's your pal Sal, not going down, baby. It's the anniversary, 73 years, only on Fight TV. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa, what? Don't forget and pal. Get the dub, show some love. It's your pal Sal. You can find me in St. Louis up at the Chase. Try to keep pace. I'm like Forrest Gump up in this race. Dude is quick. Much love to Mush Nick. Same as the man, father of all this. Now here we sit at the door of history from the national treasure. And that dude, JTG, the man of mystery. What's up under that mask? Mega pal Tim Storm is still teaching that class. Pope is pimping. Swagger in full effect, Trevor Murdoch. Don't piss off this redneck, Kamille's the brick house. Any lady, she'll flatten her, hanging with the masterpiece in a man. Tom Latimer, strictly business. Ending game, saying they're old, making sure Nick Aldis keeps the 10 pounds of gold. Now I'm dressing bold, like my name was Austin Idol. Flow's not from a lab, that'd be genocidal, the tag title. All the champs on the same page. Steven's doing karate while Kratos is filled with rage. La Rebellion is popping. Amigos nice all day like Marshay. Trying to boogie like Slice. Tearing Terrell. Beauty and brains like a fairy. A 1-2 punch almost as dope as Hawk's Airy. Luke and PJ, yeah. Father and son, if you see the end coming, that means your day is done. So keep it smiling like Ale. Array of light. War Kings, Jackson Crimson. Always up to fight Thunder Rosa. Out to prove that she's the baddest. I'm trying to get Melina. Legend status, Clearwater and G's. Out here making moves, Lady Frost. She's the coolest of the cool. Don't act a fool. Danny's making deals for wins, getting on my big and strong. I call it Mims. Mickie James came and changed the game. Before the Hall of Fame, she'll make sure it ain't the same. Empowering now. The future's bright too, no clouds anywhere. I call it sky blue, so let's rally with Galley. Joe spits the truth, dropping tons of knowledge when he's up in the booth. My man's so good, man, it should be a crime. Check your watch, it's velvet time. Kyle Davis at the desk. Tyrus, keep your hands off. Great American Smash, ready for a standoff. Last but not least, before I lose my breath, mad love to May, my BFF. Hearts everywhere, every day's like Valentine. Even in St. Louis, August 28th and 29th. Headed to the Chase, soaking in the cheers as we celebrate 73 years, that's a wrap. Take it home, no more to say. Y'all make way, it's the NWA, not going down, baby. It's the anniversary, 73 years, only on Fight TV. Shimmy, shimmy, go, what? Don't forget and pal. Get the dub, show some love, it's your pal Sal.
Well, there it is.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
What?
Who knew Sal Rinauro had bars?
Man, using them for the voice enhancers too in there, man. I can tell. What's the one that used that? You know what I'm talking about? I can tell that can't be you, man.
That was that's all from this scary brain inside this.
That was fun, man. That was fun.
That's awesome.
Like I said again, Michaela Peterson is the one that did the editing to the video, and all I told her was I want it to be fun. I wanted to represent the NWA, and I want to be the first rapper with tassels. And I think she helped me.
You pulled it off.
All those boxes. So
I love that. Sal, that was amazing. Thank you so much for premiering your music video here.
I hope the build-up was worth the wait. Sal's super secret surprise. I will be posting that on all my social medias when we're done here, but I couldn't think of a better place to premiere it than with you three gentlemen.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you, sir.
The chat room's
Thank
lighting up. People are everywhere, from just flame emojis to this is the jam to I'm on my feet to this is something.
We got comments all the way from the United Kingdom on this, man. This Joker's gone global.
No, that is.
Chris Johnson in the chat though did bring up an excellent point that I gotta come at you right now. Macho Man did rap.
Okay, but he wasn't worried. That was post tassel Macho Man. You don't have to tell.
It's a technicality.
He researched this. He researched this, Johnson.
No, the Be a Man Hulk CD has been played on a road trip in my life.
I believe it.
100%. Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Are people going to be able to get this MP3, Sal? Because I feel like you're missing out a lot if you don't.
We'll see. I don't know much about anything. I literally just opened the YouTube page after I got this video made. So we'll see. Well, maybe we can capitalize on it. Like, this wasn't about profit for me. This was just about hopefully getting the good word out for the Empower and the 73rd and the NWA and as a whole, and just just the different elements that we bring. I tried to get as many people into the song that I could. I intentionally left out a certain Double C because, again, not a fan. Don't like that.
Well,
guy.
we heard him rap in Charlotte, and trust me, it wasn't pretty.
Oh,
But
no bars for Colby, huh?
No
hey,
bars.
you say it's not.
He
You
ain't spit.
say it's not about profit, but what if this becomes the next like Jay-Z's encore? Man, can I get an encore? Do you want more? And just sweeps the globe. Then it's about profit suddenly.
I won't accept American currency for it. That just wasn't the intent. The intent was to spread the word of the NWA. I mean, it's taking a lot. I just put a couple of the things I'm passionate about. NWA and hip hop music, and put them together and to have a fun time. And I hope that translated to everybody.
Sal,
I mean,
I don't mean to
James,
keep jumping in.
recording artist Mickie James is in the chat, and highest praise I can think of. She said that was a song for sure.
Yes, I've done it.
You made a song.
So when you were on Piper's Notes you were on Piper's Notes 8 or 9 months ago. Did we do a hip hop song? No, we did. We did House of Pain.
Yes.
Didn't we?
No, we did.
House of
We did. Now it's gonna escape me. We did.
Jump Around, right?
No, we just did Jump.
Oh, Jump. We
Chris
did
Frost?
That's right. We did Van.
Oh,
we did
okay.
Van Halen. We did Van Halen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you telling me you were such a big hip hop and rap fan, man.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I've spent time, especially in cars. We get in the car and do road trips. At the 10-hour mark, delusions start happening, and just to kind of keep up the pace in the car. Every once in a while, I'll freestyle, drop a couple bars for the guys in the car, just to keep them entertained. And I figured, why not? I dipped my toes in the hip hop water before. I might as well.
I remember the first time I ever got a chance to interview you, which bless you, by the way, because it all led to this. But I found a video of you on YouTube, like standing outside like a Waffle House or a hotel or something. And you were like just spitting out on the side of the street. It was interesting.
It was a thing that happened.
So Sal goes way back with this, and I think the NWA is missing the boat if this video does not play somewhere in the chase at some point, like getting fans amped up for NWA 73 and Empower.
It would be an honor and a dream I didn't even know I had to. Like I said, this is literally something just to kind of pop myself and pop the boys, and just show the diversity of what the NWA is just in general, and the diversity of who Sal Rinauro is. Spoiler alert, I'm a fun-loving guy. I know you don't read that so much, but it was real important to me to get as many people involved as I could, because as you say, NWA fam, it's a family. It's a unit. I just happen to be the crazy one braided hip hop guy in the corner.
Yeah. You're the one guy who gets like his own table at Thanksgiving, just
Absolutely.
over somewhere like the basement.
As long as I've got you, all right.
Well, Sal, we don't want to hold you up anymore. We know you've got a family to attend to and everything. Thank you so much for being here with us, man. We were happy you let us share that video. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, we got ours over at youtube.com/TIPW show, and we'd love to host it over there if nothing else.
Like I said, I've got it up on YouTube now. Country Slammer by Sal Rinauro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, and I will be sharing the link as soon as we jump off here. I will have it linked on the Instagram, on the Facebook, and on the Twitter.
MySpace and all those. Make sure you get MySpace in there.
Oh, Tom's got it already. Tom got a sneak preview of this. Let's not be in. But yeah, Twitter and Facebook, Sal Rinauro. Instagram, Sal_Rinauro, because I messed up making my Instagram account. So
seems to be the theme of the night.
Very.
This is perfect. I love it.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad we got to do this. Everybody watching, please share it with every single human being you know.
Yeah, and if Mickie James didn't get it already, you guys just make sure to shoot it to her via DM on Instagram and Twitter. Just make sure she sees it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Sal.
My pleasure.
All right. You have a good night, brother.
You too, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's spend a little time with the chat here. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's steer this thing home. Mickie James, you're an angel. You were out here just doing God's work, just in the chat, hanging out, chatting with the people. I see you out there. I got to tell you what, doing this post show and being part of the NWA, one of the greatest things that's ever happened in my life is that I have gotten to meet Mickie James in person. And now not only have I gotten to meet Mickie James in person, I talked to Mickie James. I've spoken with her just literally on the phone just now. And she's every bit as fantastic as you think that she might be. She is just a great, great human being. And so happy to be a part of this whole thing with her. And if you guys are anywhere near St. Louis, and I mean, within like hundreds or thousands of miles, maybe like 1,000, 2,000. I don't know how far you're willing to travel, but I guarantee you, did you pay attention to social media yesterday? Did you see all the names we announced? We talked about Debbie Malenko, Bianca Corelli. Kamille is defending the NWA Women's Championship against Layla Hirsch from AEW. Deonna Purrazzo is defending the Impact Knockout Championship against the legendary Melina. And there's so many more. Tootie Lynn right out of St. Louis is going to be there. Jamie Senegal with Pollo Del Mar is going to be there. There's other names still to be announced in that Women's Invitational. And now you also know there's a tag team tournament The women's tag team championships are coming back, and we know the first team. They were announced here, live on the post show. You guys are the first ones to see it. Allysin Kay, former NWA Women's World Champion, is coming back along with her BFF, Marti Belle, two of the OG hashtag NWA fam from the Lightning One era, are coming back, and they want a piece of those tag team titles. It does not get bigger than this, except that it does, because there's more names to announce. There's more stuff coming up. You guys have no idea what you're in store for. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned to all the NWA socials and everywhere, because more stuff is coming out. Yes, Allysin Kay and Marti Belle, I should say, are known as the Hex, and they are back in NWA, and they want those women's tag team titles. So, guys, what are you feeling right now? I'm talking a lot, but Wil, you're sitting over there. I see you getting excited. You're getting amped up. What are you feeling like?
Women's tag team titles, man. That just gets me going. The fact that we had Allysin Kay and Marti Belle here on this show, putting their name in the hat for the women's tag team titles. I can't think of a more deserving team, but just like everything else in the NWA, it's going to be decided in the middle of the ring. So they're going to go in there and try to earn those titles. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about, like you said, all those announcements that came out yesterday from the NWA about talent showing up at Empower. It's mind-blowing, man. I mean, we've been talking, even before Empower was even on the radar, we were talking about how the women's division in the NWA was top notch. And so I'm just excited about everything that has to do with Empower. So
what's even crazier is I said all of that, and I just, Doc, before I throw it to you, I want to mention, I didn't even say Chelsea Green's name. Chelsea Green is in the NWA Women's Invitational Cup. Chelsea Green. If you weren't watching Galt TV, you got to know now by social, Chelsea Green is going to be there, perhaps the hottest free agent in wrestling right now. Is there one hotter? I don't know. I guess you better stay tuned and find out. But Chelsea Green 100% is going to be there. And I see Media M in the chat, and just calm it down, sir. Mickie James hears all of the people. Stay tuned. Doc, how are you feeling right now?
Oh, I mean, I think the lovely and great Mickie James put it perfectly. If you're within driving distance, you have to be there. This is an event of historic proportions. So we're not just using the hyperbole there. I mean, this is going to be a historic event. They'll be talking about this 100 years from now. My great-grandchildren, Gary's great-grandchildren, Wil's great-grandchildren, they will be talking about this event. It'll be in the magazines. It'll be on the posters. It'll be on these broadsides hanging behind me in the studios of This Is Pro Wrestling Georgia. And again, if you're within 1,000 miles, man, make your way, find a way, some way, somehow, get yourself into the chase to make history. It's going to be incredible. We're going to be there. We hope to see you there too.
Man, I can't wait. I cannot tell you how excited I am, not just for the location, which is the chase, which is like literally when you walk into that building, you are a part of history. You have immediately solidified your place in history just by being there. This is an epic event. A, because it's the chase, and B, because it is, if you're there on October 28th, it's August 28th, you are there as part of NWA Powerrr, the NWA's first all-women's pay-per-view. This is a big deal. There are legends already involved, more of which are to be announced, and there are new people who nobody knows of right now, and that's no offense to them, but take a look at Tootie Lynn if you haven't already. Tootie Lynn, local St. Louis talent, and she's a name that, like, you may or you may not know her right now. You will after that night. You will know who Tootie Lynn is, and I guarantee you Tootie Lynn will be at the top of the polls later on down the line. Like, Tootie Lynn is one you're gonna want to say, I was there when. You're gonna want to be a part of that. Don't miss out. If you're anywhere near St. Louis, you got to be there for this. And then the NWA Women's Tag Team Championships are coming back. This is huge. There's so much stuff going on in this show. I don't even know what to focus on, because there's there's the Women's Invitational Cup, which is huge, right? Like, because whoever wins that immediately gets a shot at the NWA Women's Championship the very next night at NWA 73. Will that be Kamille or will it be legit Layla Hirsch? We don't know. We're going to have to watch Empower to find out because those two are going head to head. And I know, I see it. I see some of you. You're doubting it. The size difference. There's the David versus Goliath aspect of this. But if you've seen legit Layla Hirsch wrestle, you know that is easily what she chops down that big tree. There's a good possibility legit Layla Hirsch is your new NWA World Title. I see you shaking your head, Doc. You don't agree with that?
Yeah, there's no possibility of that happening. Yeah, no disrespect to legit Layla Hirsch, but you're talking about strictly business. You're talking about maybe the most impressive physical force in professional wrestling right now, male or female, when you're talking about Kamille Brickhouse. This is simple arithmetic. It's a simple mathematical formula. Kamille walks out of there still the holder of the Burke, guaranteed.
Well, if she does, and I believe in Kamille, believe me, I love some Kamille. But if she does walk out of there, holder of the Burke, the very next night, that Burke is defended against whoever wins the NWA Women's Invitational Cup. That could be Chelsea Green. You could see Kamille versus Chelsea Green the very next night. You could see Kamille versus the newcomer, Tootie Lynn. Talk about a dream scenario. Just a local talent just makes her way through and comes out on top. A young rookie just breaking through and taking the NWA Women's Championship. Or what about Debbie Malenko coming back from a massive injury after the promising career from All Japan Women's Wrestling, where she was considered possibly she was going to be the biggest Western women's wrestler of all time. And then she suffered a massive injury and she had to battle back from it. And here she is through MMA, through pro wrestling, through everything. She's recovered and she's brought herself back and she's entering this gauntlet. She can be taken on Kamille. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't care how big you are. There's big people all over the world. But do you have the experience? Do you have what it takes to take on somebody like Debbie Malenko? I mean, there is just so much to look forward to. Any of these women, Chelsea Green, who's a main eventer in any brand, is going to be there. I mean, this is Kamille's. You seem really confident in Kamille, and I guess what I'm saying, Doc, is Kamille's got her work out or cut out for her on that weekend.
Again, I'm not saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kamille's got to bring her game. I'm just telling you, this is a woman. I talked to Kamille this week. Every single entrant so far that's been announced, she's got tape on. She's studying. She's doing her legwork. She has taken on the responsibility of being the holder of the Burke, and she's taking it very seriously. And she's going to be prepared. And I'd like to see you ask her about that in the same casual way that you're talking about it right now without her here.
Listen, Kamille doesn't look to a guy like me.
No, you're exactly. That's the first true thing you said today. So
I'm sure that Kamille is very confident about her possibilities, but I'm just trying to point out to you that there is a lot going into this weekend. And so Kamille,
listen,
if she's going in thinking that, go ahead.
She's not thinking that. She is taking legit Layla Hirsch very seriously, as she should. I'm just telling you right now. You're talking about you've heard the phrase thrown out before, the irresistible force meets the immovable object. What happens when you are both of them? And that's what Kamille is. She's both of them all at once. And right now she's just too much of a power for anyone to face. There are a couple other women I have in mind that might, make this interesting. And Layla Hirsch will make it interesting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not selling her short at all. I'm just telling you. Don't take the youth and relative inexperience. Don't take the youth and relative inexperience of Kamille for granted. This woman is doing her homework right now. She's prepared and she is on her A game, and she's going to bring it in St. Louis. I guarantee you. I promise you.
Well, Mickie James in the chat says she's going to be on here next week, so I guess we'll find out. We'll have to have a talk, but And again, I don't want to sell anybody short, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up the fact that we named all these names just because we got so excited, and we didn't even talk to you about the fact that Lady Frost is going to be there. Lady Frost, who is killing it in NWA right now, is killing it on the independent scene. She's going to be there in that Women's Invitational. And Bianca Corelli, the daughter of Santino Marella. If you don't follow Bianca Corelli on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere and see her working out, punching the bag, fighting with her dad, like just going at it, that girl is ready to fight. I'm just telling you, don't sell anybody in any part of this short. Allysin Kay and Marti Belle, listen, as much as I love them, and I'm forever going to be grateful for them for all the interviews we've done and for them showing up right here tonight to announce their desire to jump into the women's tag team tournament and being the first official entrance into the women's tag team tournament. They're doing that. There is a small amount of hubris involved in that, because who are the other women in that NWA women's tag team tournament? There's something to be said for that. Like they're pretty confident, and I love them. I think they should be confident, but who are they going to go up against? We have yet to hear, and we can't wait to find out.
We're not talking about a small amount of hubris here. We're talking about a large amount of hubris, which is exactly what you need. That's exactly the right amount of hubris you need to succeed in the National Wrestling Alliance, which, as Will pointed out earlier, we just woke up one day and suddenly this is it, man. Suddenly we woke up to the most energetic, most vibrant tag team division, women's division, and now potentially women's tag team division, not just in the Southeast, not just in, the United States, in the world. In the world. This is shaping up to be really big, and there's no more appropriate place for this to play out than in St. Louis at the Chase.
Well, Mickie James has put this show together, so all love to her for doing what she's done here within Power, because we could sit here and talk for like an hour just about the first 6 entrants in the 10-woman NWA Women's Invitational Cup. That's already insane. That's not even getting to the 4 teams that are going to end up in the NWA Women's Tag Team Tournament. That's not even talking about the fact that Kamille is taking on legit Layla Hirsch. That's not even talking about that Deonna Purrazzo is bringing the Impact Knockouts Championship over to Empower to defend it against the legendary Melina. My God, can this pay-per-view get any bigger than this right now? How, if you are anywhere nearby, how have you not bought tickets? Because you should, because people think women's wrestling, there are those people out there that say that this doesn't matter, this is not going to sell, or nobody asked for this, or whatever they say. They're all wrong, because I'm asking for every bit of this, and they're giving us more, because we've still got 4 more names to announce in the NWA Women's Invitational Cup. We've still got 3 more teams to announce for the NWA Women's Tag Team Championship. There is still so much happening at Empower. Not to mention the fact that the very next night, you could see NWA 73. And that's just insane. Right after that, NWA Powerrr tapings, 2 days in a row. It's the most insane amount of wrestling you could ever get. Guys, I just want to throw my hat to tell you that they announced today there's a freaking fan fest. There's a fan fest at this thing. What are we even doing here? There's a fan fest both nights.
We gotta go. We gotta go to the fan fest.
Gary's gonna be in line tomorrow morning. He wants to be the first in line.
Yeah,
he's leaving tonight. He's gonna be in line at the Chase tomorrow morning.
He's outside of the Chase right now.
You can go there.
Gary's streaming from the Chase right now. He's just sitting outside. They won't let him in.
You can't see it because of the green screen. But if I pull this down, there's a hotel manager like, get the hell out of here.
You got to go home, sir.
Sir. This is a Wendy's outside of the Chase.
I am home.
Sir, take your case of Busch Light and go home, please.
No, sir, I live here now. All right. All right.
See what we have to deal with.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm just saying there's a lot to look forward to. There's a fan fest both nights or both days right before the pay-per-views. Before Empower, you get the dudes. Before 73, you get the chicks. If that's appropriate. I would never say chicks to anyone in their faces because they would beat me mercilessly.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. All right, Rod. I don't need a cab. I'm already home at the Chase in the lobby. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in their boiler room. They don't know I'm here yet.
It's like the movie With Honors, man. You just live down there in the library, in the basement of the library. He's down there. He'd been living in the Chase for the last 2-3 months since they announced this.
Oh man, seriously, I'm just
Walt Whitman.
excited. This is I've never been more excited about a weekend of wrestling than this. Empower, NWA 73, 2 days of NWA Powerrr tapings at the historic Chase Plaza Hotel. This is huge. Not since the days of like Harley Race hanging out have you had this kind of opportunity. You gotta be there if you could be there, and at the very least, make sure you get the pay-per-views. You're missing out. If you're in this chat room and you haven't already at least purchased the pay-per-view, boy, you stupid.
Gary, can I throw this out there? And again, I don't really, we kind of rely upon you two to kind of read the chat just because my vision's so bad, me getting older up in years and whatnot. But did I see Mickie James ask?
Doc turned 65.
But you turn 55, Gary. Y'all know that? Me and Gary have the same birthday, August the 11th. It's tomorrow.
We share it with Hulk Hogan and Eddie Gilbert or something.
The Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson.
That's right, Chris Dickinson.
Yeah.
All on August the 11th.
Right.
We Leos, baby.
That's right. When we were getting the NWA Day resolution pushed through the Georgia Senate, we were debating either October 21st or August the 11th. Evidently, a world championship title change takes precedent over our humble birthdays. But anyway, I wanted to point out, I see Mickie James in the chat asking, do y'all know who I'm wrestling at 73 yet? Have we addressed that?
I don't think so.
That is a question. I hate this so much. There's so much to talk about. How is this not the biggest event for everyone? Mickie James.
Whoa, hold on. August the 11th is Mickie James' dad's birthday.
What?
No, NWA Day.
Wow.
We got to get another one put through. I'm going to work on the resolution tonight.
Oh, my God.
You're not kidding, though. That's the thing.
Guys, did you just realize that tomorrow we're going to have an episode of NWA Powerrr air on our birthday? The finals of the Champions Series is going to be on our birthday.
Whoa. Hold up now.
Uh-oh.
The conspiracy theory is airing on our birthday?
No. The Champions Series
okay. Okay. I get
birthday.
it. I see what the president did. Okay. Little slap in the face there. Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's sending you specifically a message, Rob.
I could see.
This is like when you realize
I
in the
could see
Sixth
how
Sense.
you could get there if you're.
This is like when you watch the Sixth Sense and you realize at the end, spoiler alert, that they're all dead. I'm like, wait, hold on.
They're all dead?
Did Conspiracy Corgan just put the finals of this tournament of this series on my birthday?
I'm sure that Billy Corgan, platinum artist, lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins.
I like this better. This is actually better, yeah.
This is going to be easier to do. I'm sure that he planned his whole wrestling company's schedule around Doc Stinson's birthday.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, he's back. He's back. He's got a nasty look on his face, but
scowl.
Just how my face looks. Gary.
All right. Guys, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Chat room, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Mickie James is going to wrestle on NWA 73. Who's that going to be? What we know is it's not going to be the winner of the NWA Women's Invitational Cup, because that person is going to be wrestling either Kamille or legit Layla Hirsch. Now, you can't go to that show. If you're not already planning on going to that show, you can't go there now. It's sold out. Sorry to tell you, tickets is gone. Can't be part of that.
Days gone.
Yeah. But you can be at Empower. You can still be there. There's a few seats left. And
they're going to be gone too. They're going to be gone too.
They're going to be gone too. That's the trouble. So if you rested on your laurels, you're not going to get there. You gotta jump in right now. You got to get in while the getting's good and get yourself to Empower. This is a big deal.
If you work, you got to call your boss and say, look.
I'll add this though.
Say you don't get to go to. All right, go ahead, Will.
If you are trying to go to NWA 73, if you do want to go to NWA 73, rumor on the street is there's a couple of tickets floating around. Head over to the Champ's Twitter account. I think he's doing a giveaway of the last 2 tickets. So make sure you take part of that if you want to try to get a couple of seats to NWA 73.
Let's reveal something right now to these people that are still hanging out with us right here on 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. We actually can get one person in. We have a ticket for one person.
Solo.
73. That's all we could do. You know, well, we don't pull strings like the champ does, even though the conspiracy is apparently working against him and blah, blah, blah. He's got 2. We got 1. Maybe we can work together. We got 3. I don't know. Just depends on how good you saw extra power. You know, Doc's in with him at least. But anyway, we do have a ticket. We've got to decide how we determine who gets it. So if you're out there, you want that ticket. If you have any ideas, or
you have to make a music video with a rap song about the NWA,
preferably with Sal Rinauro.
What a night. What a night. And guess what? There's more tomorrow.
Oh, so much more tomorrow. We're going to be back tomorrow, I guess. Is that right, guys? We're going to be back?
I suppose.
On our birthday? Doc, are we going to be back on our birthday?
We're going to be back, man. We're going to be back.
All right, we're going to be back.
First day of school. Kids come back to school in Walker County in North Georgia tomorrow. Teachers have been back for a week. Kids come back tomorrow. And then we're going to celebrate the first day of school in North Georgia, our birthdays, and Power 73 and Empower tomorrow night here, same time, same NWA channel.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces there tomorrow. And by beautiful faces, I'm talking about only the chat room, not either of these bearded bastards. But, all right. Just kidding. Well, it's just Doc be grumpy looking, and Will, you look like you're a witness protection. So
just how my face looks, man.
I don't know. It's just, all right. Thanks so much for being here, people. We love you guys. Mario, even though you're mean about my flesh tones. Mickie, thanks for being a fan of the NWA. Thanks for, taking time away from your homework or whatever it is you do in your day-to-day. Thanks for being here. Certified Hustler, going to be in St. Louis at the Chase. I know that dude's got his tickets. Jason Callie. Kaylee.
Right?
I know it's Kaylee.
Come on,
show some respect.
Come on,
show some respect.
He's J. Kale. J. Kale.
Nope.
J. Kale.
Wrong again. Tonight is brought to you by Busch Light. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Man, I ain't even turned yet. Chris Johnson, Team Reaper, Bobby, James, Todd. I'm just trying to shout out some people, man. Some people that are hanging out with us right now. Michael Manning's in the chat. Did you see him? Did you see Tony LaRusso? Did you see the Jedi Warrior? He's in there. Anyway, Power Outage. This was it. You didn't get NWA Powerrr. We tried our best. You got an announcement for Empower. The first team enters the Tag Team Championship Tournament. And it's, of course, Marti Belle and Allysin Kay. Doesn't get better than that. Those two are fantastic. And also, you had Sal Rinauro premiering his brand new music video, which is surely going to go right up to the top of the charts, right next to Kanye West's Donda, if it ever comes out. So thank you guys for being here, and we love you guys.
I'm on the phone with the internet. The people from the internet. They're like, hey, tomorrow, for Powerrr tomorrow, you got to go in there. You just reroute the mainframe. Do a cold boot, reroute the motherboard, put it into DOS code, reroute the mainframe, put some SRO in there, and you should be good. Check it real quick. Don't do this again tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Thank you, internet.
Yeah, you scoff at it, but that's going to 100% guarantee Powerrr airs on Fight TV tomorrow night at 6:05. So you're welcome. Yeah. We did that on this show tonight, too.
Thanks, Rob. What a show.
We love you guys. That's at This is Dr. Stinson. That's at This is Wil Martin. I am at This is Gary Horne. We have our old show over at TIPW Show, youtube.com/This is Pro Wrestling. Or maybe it's youtube.com/TIPW Show. Who knows? I don't. But yeah. But all right, thanks for being here. We'll be back tomorrow night with our sponsor, Busch Light. We'll because it turns out you can't do anything but buy a case of this stuff. That's like all you can do. And it's like,
why would you want any less?
You wouldn't. That's the point. That's why they're our sponsor. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We love you guys. And until tomorrow night,